Well, African Union-led peace talks between the Ethiopian government and rebels from Tigray need to be better structured to ensure their success. This is according to Khannenje, the director of the Horn International Institute for Strategic Studies. Let's listen in.
One thing that is important, it is good that TPLF has agreed, of course, to an immediate ceasefire, but the AU is going to face some certain challenges. One, there are multiplicity of actors who I think not all of them are going to be included, especially in this mediation effort. And the challenge of non-inclusion has plagued, of course, a number of peace processes, and that creates a prospect of spoilers who may derail the process at a later point. Secondly, the AU will need to have a more structured mediation effort. The recent failure to proceed with the mediation effort in South Africa was attributed to lack of proper structure as well as well-defined rules of engagement. And so, of course, that has to be fixed, before the AU can successfully perhaps undertake this process. It's about the credibility of the mediators. It is important that the mediators are seen to be impartial and neutral. This is because previously there's been noises, I think, from both parties with regard to the neutrality of some of the players in the mediation process. So being able to get mediators that are going to be neutral, I think, is going to be critical to the success of this ultimate project of trying to find peace in Ethiopia. One important thing is, number one, to identify the important players within the conflict and make sure the process is as inclusive as possible. Secondly, is to ensure that those who are going to engage, especially in trying to midwife this peace process, are not only credible, but they're also perceived to be impartial. And this can be made up of both some African leaders who are respected, as well as some international players with credibility and with a history of successful mediation. This is going to go a long way in building the kind of confidence that's needed. And the AU is going to need to bring on the table as a sense of carrots and sticks. Carrots and sticks are always very important in any sustainable peace process, because inability to enforce an agreement is going to lead to that agreement being dismissed by the parties. But also, in the absence of any carrots, then some parties will not feel attracted to be able to reach an agreement. And so being able to bring that to bear is going to discourage potential failures, but also ensure there's some level of enforcement that is going to ensure that the peace that is going to be agreed on sticks.